As you know, we're talking about reproduction now, the creation of more organisms to keep the species going and allow evolution to happen. Yesterday we learned that there are two types of reproduction, asexual and sexual. The difference being that asexual reproduction has one parent and identical offspring, and asexual reproduction has two parents and similar offspring. We talked about asexual reproduction already, and about how the organisms created are identical to the parent. Binary fission, mitosis, spores, and parts of the organism are different ways in which organisms can reproduce asexually. Now we're going to talk about sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction is based on the combination of different sources of DNA. For this to happen, organisms produce special cells for reproduction, and they have to come up with a method to bring those cells together. Gametes, or sex cells, are cells specialized for reproduction. Gametes carry only half of the genetic information, and so when the two gametes combine, they produce one whole organism. There are two gametes, one produced by the female and one produced by the male. In plants, the two gametes are the pollen and the egg. Both of them are produced in the flowers. The pollen is produced in the stamen and the egg in the pistil. In animals, the two gametes are the sperm and the egg. Males produce sperm in the testicles and females produce eggs in the ovaries. Cells need to combine to form a new organism. The way the cells come in contact with each other depends on the organism. For example, in plants, both the pollen and the egg are produced in the same plant, but ideally, the pollen of one flower should be mixed with the egg of another. As plants can't move, they rely on pollinators, animals that move the pollen from one plant to another, such as bees and butterflies. Butterflies move the pollen grains, and so it enters the pistil and it mixes with the egg. This mix is called a zygote. A zygote contains DNA from both its parents. It starts dividing to form an embryo, which develops inside the seed. When the seed is ready, it leaves the flower, and it can develop into a new plant. In animals, the story is different. As animals can move, their reproductive organs have to have physical contact for the cells to combine. Animals need to agree to the physical contact of their reproductive organs. This process is called mating. Animals select their partner based on different rituals. For example, the male emperor penguin offers a stone to the female. If the female likes the male, they flip their wings, look up to the sky, and make sounds. Then they stay together the whole mating season. In the mating process, the sperm of the male enters the female body to find the egg. When they meet, a zygote is formed. The zygote develops into an embryo, and in the penguin's case, the embryo develops inside an egg. After some time, the egg hatches and a baby penguin comes out. Today is your job to research about mating rituals. You're going to research how animals mate, their rituals, gestation periods, and the average number of offspring. Check Google Classroom for instructions.